Hello, everybody. Let's see. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes and see how many people show up. It's going to be an interesting day today. I have lots to talk about. At least I hope I do. I just had my tech guy inside trying to help me, but he doesn't think he has Facebook anymore. So that may be an issue. We might need to figure that out. But today is the day that Beneath the Surface goes live, and it is live already. So that's kind of interesting. Amazon has decided to go ahead and launch it a couple of days beforehand. All the ebooks that have been pre-ordered should go out today. So if you've ordered one of those, you will get that. If you're in the US, you'll get it first thing tomorrow morning. If you're in Australia, you'll get it today. And then apparently the paperbacks are already shipping, which is quite exciting. I had a reader leave me a message, send me a message yesterday telling me that she's already received hers. I placed my order on the 15th and it hasn't even shipped yet. So, one that's great for Amazon Australia, kind of gives you an idea of what we're dealing with there, but also living remotely, it takes a little bit longer to get to us. But that's okay. I'll get it eventually, hopefully before the Writers' Festival here in Hobart, which is in a couple of weeks, October 9th and 10th on the Parliament grounds. Fingers crossed it won't be raining, but I'm really excited to be a part of that. So that will be Saturday and Sunday. So it'll be a very long weekend, but that's good. I like it. But yes, so Beneath the Surface is now live. It's on Amazon and all your favorite digital platforms. One thing that did happen, I did have a bit of a glitch. I was going to make the book the same size as Camino Wandering and decided after seeing the proof to change that. So I have one book with me and it is the 9x6 and it's already been tagged. I've already told my daughter that this is her book, seeing the book is dedicated to her. But this is the cover. This is the book. And the 8x5, 8.5 by 5.5, which, we're in Australia, we work in metric, but when it comes to book trim sizes, it's US sizes. So, I apologize if you work in millimeters and centimeters like I do. But 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches is the standard trade size. So it's going to be about that size to about that size, and it's a little thicker, so it's quite lovely. But as you can see, it's nice white pages. And one thing that I did decide to do, and I got feedback from my beta readers on this, and have gotten some really lovely comments about it from my advanced readers as well, is that I decided to do something that most authors don't agree with, and that there's kind of a contentious thing going on right now of whether you should put a content warning at the front of a book or in a book at all, or on Amazon or whatever. And I decided to do that because this book is pretty confronting. I actually had one beta reader tell me that she had a really hard time just getting through the first chapter. So, and just based on some other comments from the beta readers, I did decide to go ahead and put in a content warning at the beginning of the book with some links and phone numbers for help if it does trigger any readers. And so that is at the front of the book. And so if you are thinking about getting beneath the surface, I'm just putting it out there. It can be a little confronting, and then there are some triggers with it. Domestic violence is one. Emotional, physical abuse are also in there as well. So I will be putting a post up about the book in regards to that, but I'm just throwing that out there. The other thing I wanted to make sure that I mentioned today is to thank my beta readers, my lovelies, as I call them. I have an amazing group that really helped me. Here I go, getting teary. Always get teary. But yes, I have created somehow this group that I do call my lovelies, and they give me some really great, I can't believe this, some really honest, constructive feedback every time I send them a book, and I really couldn't do it without them. So just want to thank them publicly for their help. And along those lines, my advanced readers, I've had the comments already starting to come in from the advanced readers, and I've gotten some great reviews on Goodreads. So if you want to see what Beneath the Surface is all about, take a look at Goodreads, and you can, or not what it's all about. There's no, spoilers there. But if you want to get an idea of what people are saying from about the book, then take a look at Goodreads, because there are some reviews on there already. And now that Amazon is live, the reviews will be going up there as well. Fingers crossed. Got a bit of arthritis going on today. But yeah, if you do want to see it, Goodreads is a good place for that. So another thing I wanted to talk about, I have a little cheat sheet so I don't get off start rambling. I tend to do that. So this is actually the first book that I wrote, not the second. This is the second published, but the first book that I've actually written. And I started writing this book. It's kind of a weird thing, and I kind of bring some of it into the book as well. This book actually started, and if you're just joining me, I've already cried, just so you know. But this book actually started as a dream. I woke up when we were living in Sydney from one morning and thought, wow, that'd make a really great scene in a book, so I'm going to write that one down. And I'm still writing 18 hours later. Luckily we had an office for me, and I went ahead and started writing, and I was still writing 18 hours later. So it just kind of poured out, but that scene actually did not make it into the book at all. So that's okay. I'm okay with that. This book has actually been through about 10 revisions since it came out, and it's gone from a romance to a new adult mystery, and it's quite different than what it started out as. But there are dream sequences that are in this book, and stuff that is revealed through some dreams. So yeah, it's quite an interesting concept, I think. A lot of my writing does come from dreams. So I do have, I am a bit of a crackpot when it comes to that. So anyway. So I've already touched on where to buy. If you are looking at purchasing this book through Amazon, it does today say large print. It's not large print. There was a bit of a glitch with my original printing distributor, and I went ahead and cancelled it, but it hasn't flushed through, and it's been that way for about 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm a bit about that, and I'm going to work on that today, because it should have flushed out today, and it has not. So it could be I have to wait an extra day for it to be flushed out because of the US time zone, but we'll see. I don't know, but it's not large print. It's regular print, and like I said, it's 8.5 by 5.5. And I'm not doing a hardback. I know that that's going to disappoint some. I'm very sorry. But I decided, the demographic for this is, like I said, it's new adult, and I just didn't think that it would be a book that, because in Australia, books are so expensive. The hardbacks are probably up around $30, and for new adults, they don't have that much money, or I'm going to sound like a complete mother here. They shouldn't be spending their money on hardbacks for $30, although I'm sure my daughter will have issues with that. Oh well. But if, like I said, it's not large print, even though Amazon does say that, if you would like an autographed copy, and I'd be very very humbled by that. I am doing direct distribution for anybody wanting an autographed copy in Australia. But if you are in the US or the UK or elsewhere around the world, I know I've got a lot of readers from all around the world. I will have book plates that are available, and I'm actually doing them. I have this other creative outlet called Zentangles, or using the Zentangle technique, and I call them my Zenta designs. So I'm going to use that and incorporate that into my book plates. So this is kind of what they look like. What they are is, and I just saw a comment from my daughter that she would absolutely spend $30 on a hardback. See, no matter what I say. Yeah, thanks, Nat. Anyway, the book plates are actual stickers that go into the front of your book. So I will leave, if you are interested in a book plate, I will have information on my website about that soon. And then I can go ahead and autograph that and just mail you the book plate, and then the book plate you can then put into the paperback. Doesn't work with ebooks, but you can put it in a paperback, because I'm not doing hardbacks. Anyway, so there is that. I think that's it. So other than the prize pack and the giveaway. So I decided to do this a little bit different this year. Instead of doing a Goodreads giveaway, or the other the launch day giveaway, I'm doing it a little bit differently, in that I'm doing a prize pack for my Australian readers, because this book is set in Sydney, and Natalie is leaving a comment saying that she's going to put the book plate on the back of her Kindle. Right, okay, thanks, Nat. So the price pack is for Australian readers, because we are kind of left out of a lot of competitions because of where we are. And because this book is set in Sydney, I thought it might be nice to do it, for the Aussies. And what is in this prize pack? So you've got the book, which will be the actual size, the 8.5 by 5.5. You have some of my favorite coffee. I am a coffee snob, and if you have read Camino Wandering, Georgina's little coffee snob-ish stuff, that's totally me. So I'm just saying, this is my favorite coffee in Australia, and I drink this every day. So and Grace in the book is also a coffee drinker. You'll read that throughout the book, of how much coffee she actually drinks. So that's in. Almost everything in here relates to the book somehow. So I am putting a Zenta design in there as well. This is mine that I have done, and this is to signify the gum trees at the spot that she goes to with Daniel, where they see the platypus. So that is a Tara Marlow original as well. So that's another thing in the pack. I'm throwing in some hand cream that I really love. This is actually, my thing. If you don't know about Thank You, and I will throw this out there, I am an ambassador for Thank You. I met the founder of Thank You, and what they do is they create these really lovely products, but they put 100% of their profits back into countries for clean water, sanitation, that kind of stuff. So I'll share a link about that on my website as well. But Thank You is a really great company, and I really love what they're about. And this hand cream is just delicious. I love this stuff. So throwing that in there as well. Another of my thing that I'm throwing in there is this is Texture Light. If you don't know about this, this is what gets me through writing sometimes. If I was in Australia, it would be Twizzlers, but this in Australia, Texture Light. Yeah. Okay, back to the book. This is something that Lowell and Grace devour together. So I'm throwing in 2 of those. They normally come in cardboard. I was really surprised. These are actually not cardboard, but it's still Toblerone. It's still the same stuff. So little Toblerone, and then I'm throwing in a bottle of bubblegum pink nail polish. And I encourage you to read the book because you'll understand the irony of this. Anyway, bubblegum pink nail polish. So that's the prize pack. Who is going to win it? A handy dandy. Let's see. I just got a lovely message from my sister. Happy launch day. That's really nice. All right, let's see. Pamela Carroll, you are the winner of the prize pack. So I will send you an email and let you know and get your address, and I will get that as soon as I get the correct size books. I'll get that off to you. So congratulations. All right, it's that one. Now the international free book. I'm going to do this a little differently. So you will be receiving the book directly. You will need to let me know. I'll reach out to you and be asking you whether you want an ebook or a paperback. It's your choice. I'm completely open to whichever. But if you want the paperback, if you want it autographed, I'll just need to, I'll send you a book plate as well. So who's the winner? Eva Coleman is the winner. So Eva, I will send you a message and let you know, or find out what you would like to do. So congratulations, Pamela and Eva. That's for those 2. So keep checking in on my Tara Marlow-Author. I'm going to have some additional information coming out the next couple of days. I am working on my next book already. I am doing the outline during October, and doing the outline in October, and I'm participating in NaNoWriMo in November. So I'll be writing the book in November. Well, hopefully, as long as I get this outline done. But I have mentioned it before. This is actually going to be a series that's going to be coming out, and it's going to be tying into Camino Wandering. So should be exciting, I hope. But I would love to hear your comments and your feedback. Let me know what you think about the book. I'm very excited to have Grace's story out there. It has been a long time coming, and I'm really happy to have my first book published. But I think it's a compelling story, so I hope you think that as well. Let's see. Have I done everything else? So I will, if you are in Tasmania, I will have some signings, some book signings coming out. I'm going to be in Hobart at the Hobart Bookshop towards the end of October, and I'm going to be at Petrarch's in Launceston at the beginning of November. So if you are in Tasmania, I would love to see you. Come by and see me. And if you're at the Hobart or Tasmania, I don't know what they're calling it. It's the Hobart Writers Festival. It's in the Parliament grounds on October 9th and 10th. And if you would like to drop by and see me, I will have both books available, both Camino Wandering and Beneath the Surface, for sale. But I'd love to see you. So, does anyone have any questions? Any other questions other than Natalie's little comments about her $30 on the hardback and the book plate? If you don't, that's okay. And like I said, I'll have more information coming in the coming days and weeks, of course, on my Facebook page and on my website. Thank you, Vicky. That's very sweet of you. I have, I do actually feel like I have the, that fraud thing. I don't know. I'm happy to know that I'm not a one-hit wonder at this point. So I have been getting some really great feedback from the advanced readers. So that's really lovely. So that's all I've got for today. Thank you very much for listening in, and I will try not to cry again. Thank you very much, Natalie. Natalie, by the way, everybody, is my daughter. She is a beta reader. She's an ARC advanced reader as well. She's my she's the one that I do cry out to quite a lot of help. I need some help. So yeah, she's a great sounding board, and this book is dedicated to her. So thanks. I'm not going to cry. Okay. On that note, I will see you all later. Thank you. Bye.